everyone, welcome to Module 2. I'm going to show you how to complete your Module 2 assignment. So if you go into Module 2, there are some chapters that you need to read in your Smart Book before you attempt to complete the exploration. Whenever you go into the exploration, you will review the activities, and then there is a worksheet for you to complete. So remember, you can go up to the assignments page or in the navigation bar, and you can click on this worksheet and download it. You'll want to have that open while you complete the assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. And then we just want to hit enable editing, and then you go through and just put your answers in here. So when you go into the exploration, remember that that is in the module itself. So we'll go to content and click on the exploration. Now the other way that you can get to that worksheet is to go to right here to get the worksheet, but you can also go to the top. Anyways, it's underneath Read View. You'll click on the exploration and you'll go. This is an investigation that you're going to complete. You're going to go from level 1 through level 4, and you're going to use the data and the maps to help you answer the questions that are in this document right here. And then you're going to review this video about the La Nina and ENV system. So if we click on this investigation, you can read through the introduction, but this is typically where you're going to start, is at level 1, and you're going to go through all the way through level 4. And so basically what you do is you're just going to read this section right here, and it will, after you've kind of read through it, it's basically telling you sea surface temperatures along this map, and you can see that the colder ones are in blue and the warmer temperatures are in red. And then you're going to, it's going to ask you some questions about this map right here. And you've got some things that you can do here. And so you just keep on scrolling down and looking at different maps and reviewing the information. And then you can go to your document here. Now, obviously, the questions that are here are not the same as these. So, you don't have to answer this question, but you can, just to kind of check your understanding. When you go to level 2, it's talking about looking at, sea surface temperatures, how they're being graphed, how to understand, reading these maps and graphs. Level 3 is how do we detect an El Nino, and it kind of talks about the conditions that kind of have to be present for an El Nino to form. And then level 4 is talking about plankton productivity during El Nino years and La Nina years, and then what happens whenever it gets disrupted. So if you kind of look at this, you're gonna level 1 and 2 will help you answer question A and B. Level 3 and 4 will help you answer B and C, because we're looking at what happens whenever an El Nino disrupts these processes in the ocean, and then what's going to happen to plankton during an El Nino event. And then this question, part D, you're going to have to look that up. So you're going to have to go to a website, and the National Weather Service is really good, or NOAA, NOAA. That's the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. And you can figure out if this year is going to be an El Nino year or not, and why. And then whenever you get to E and F, those are going to be answered with, sorry, went to the wrong thing here. those are going to be answered with this video right here. So watch the YouTube video, and then you can answer question E and question F. So E is talking about what are the differences as far as kind of environmental impacts and national disasters to Latin America versus Indonesia and Australia during an El Nino event. So basically you're going to want to look and see what happens to Latin America, Indonesia, and Australia during an El Nino event. You know, so like, do they have more monsoons? Do they have more fires? Do they have, you know, droughts? Like what is being experienced in each one of these? And you'll want to, you know, list that here. So you'll want to say, you know, Latin America has whatever it has. Indonesia has, right? Australia. And then for letter F, how does the disaster preparation for an El Nino event differ from the preparation for a La Nina event in the areas that are most affected? So just essentially, like, what do places do to prepare for El Nino versus La Nina? Because they produce entirely different sets of weather phenomena. And so you just want to write, you know, during an El Nino event, local areas will, right? And then during you can, you know, you can use the United States as an example. You can use, you know, one of these three countries as an example, like Latin America, Indonesia, Australia, to kind of, you know, compare and contrast the El Nino and La Nina events. Just be sure that you explain that. So that's how you're going to answer your questions there after you complete, you know, the two explorations. Now you may have to do outside research, but like I said, I always recommend that you look at your Smart Book chapters first. It's definitely going to talk to you about how El Nino events form and La Nina events form. So be sure that you go here first before you start, you know, kind of internet researching, because that will give you the best answers whenever you're doing this investigation. As always, feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and I will see you later.